I come softly before you now, Jesus, with a heart full of hope and a spirit longing for your peace. As I speak these words, I invite you, dear friend, to join me in this sacred moment. Let us breathe in the gentle assurance of His love, feeling the calm wash over us like a tender embrace. May this time be a refuge for your soul, a place where burdens begin to lift and grace begins to settle deeply within. I pray blessings over you, blessings of health that strengthen, of peace that comforts, and of joy that quietly blooms even in the smallest moments. If your heart feels moved, I gently invite you to like this prayer, not only as a simple gesture, but as a quiet affirmation of faith. If you feel called, subscribing here can be a gentle step toward more moments like this, where we gather in spirit and in truth. And if there is something weighing on your heart, a prayer request or a reflection you wish to share, please know this space welcomes your voice tenderly and without judgment. Now, let us pray. Jesus, I come to you with all that I am, laying down my worries about health and well-being. I surrender these concerns into your hands, trusting in your perfect care and timing. In this moment, I choose to rest in your presence, knowing you are the source of true prosperity, not just in body, but in spirit. I am grateful for the breath you have given me this day, for the strength that carries me, even when it feels faint. I hold on to hope, a quiet hope that you are working in unseen ways, healing and restoring beyond what I can understand. Help me to lean into you, to find comfort in your nearness, and to feel the warmth of your love wrapping around every part of me. As I continue to pray, I invite you to feel this peace too, as we continue to rest in His presence. I thank you, Jesus, for the gift of health and the promise that you are our healer. Even when the path feels uncertain, I trust that you walk beside me. Teach me to listen with an open heart, to hear your gentle whispers of encouragement and strength. I surrender my fears and doubts, knowing you are greater than all that I face. Help me to be patient with myself, to allow healing to come in your perfect timing. Pour your grace over my body and soul, renewing every cell, every thought. May your light shine brightly in the darkest places, bringing clarity and peace. As we continue in this prayer, I invite you to like and subscribe softly as a way to nurture this connection, and if you feel moved, to share your heart in the comments, so we may hold your prayers together as we continue to rest in His presence. Jesus, I open my heart fully to you, trusting that your love is enough. Even when I cannot see the way forward clearly, I know you are guiding me gently toward wellness and wholeness. I am grateful for your patience with me, for your grace that covers every weakness and every struggle. Help me to embrace the journey, to find beauty in the small moments of healing and growth. May I be mindful of the ways you are working quietly in my life, strengthening me with unseen hands. Fill me with hope that is steady and calm, a hope that does not falter. As I pray these things, I invite you to continue with me in this sacred space, feeling the quiet strength of His love as we continue to rest in His presence. I trust in your promises, Jesus, knowing you desire prosperity in all areas of my life, including my health. I release control and place my life in your hands, confident that you are faithful and true. Teach me to walk each day with gratitude, even when the road is hard. May my heart be open to the blessings you provide, big and small. Help me to see your goodness in every breath, every moment of peace, every gentle touch from a loved one. I surrender fully, knowing that in letting go, I find freedom in you. Guide me to nurture my body as a temple of your Spirit, with care and respect. May my thoughts be filled with hope, and my spirit be light. As we continue, I invite you to softly like and subscribe, walking this path of prayer and healing together. And if you wish, to share with us your own reflections as we continue to rest in His presence. Jesus, I am grateful for your never-ending presence, a constant source of comfort and strength. When doubts creep in, remind me of your faithfulness. When I feel weak, fill me with your power. Help me to remain close to you, to seek you first in all things. May my heart be tender and open, ready to receive your healing touch. I surrender my worries about the future, choosing to live in the present moment with you. Thank you for the gift of this prayer time, for the gentle healing that flows through these words. Let your peace guard my heart and mind, calming any storm within me. As we continue in this sacred moment, I gently invite you to like and subscribe to keep this community of faith growing. And if you feel moved, to leave a prayer or thought in the comments as we continue to rest in His presence. I lean into your embrace, Jesus, feeling the warmth of your love melting away my fears. Help me to trust in your plan, even when it feels unclear. I am grateful for your patience with me and for the way you meet me exactly where I am. Teach me to be gentle with myself as I walk this path toward health, to celebrate progress and accept setbacks without judgment. May your hope be a steady light in my heart, shining brightly through every trial. I surrender fully to your care, knowing that you hold me tenderly in your hands. As we continue this prayer, I invite you again to softly like and subscribe, joining this gentle journey of faith and healing, and to share your heart in the comments as we continue to rest in His presence. Jesus, I close this prayer with a heart full of gratitude and trust. Thank you for your unending love, for the quiet strength you provide each day. Help me to carry this peace with me, to remember that prosperity and health is not just physical, but spiritual and emotional as well. May I always seek you first, trusting that in your presence I am made whole. I surrender my whole being to you, confident that you are working all things for good. Let your healing light shine within me, restoring every part of my body and soul. I am hopeful and at peace, held in your loving arms. Thank you for hearing this prayer, for being my ever-present help. As I finish, I gently encourage you to like and subscribe, to keep this circle of prayer alive, and to share your journey in the comments, so together we may continue to rest in His presence. And as we linger in this sacred space, feeling the gentle pulse of grace that fills us, I invite you to breathe deeply once more. Let each inhale draw in the quiet strength of our Savior's love, and each exhale release any lingering tension or fear that may still reside within. Imagine His light like a soft dawn breaking over the horizon of your heart, warming even the coldest shadows and inviting new life to stir within your spirit. Jesus, you are the healer of all wounds seen and unseen. In your presence, we find a sanctuary where brokenness can be mended, where weariness is replaced with renewed vitality. I ask now for your healing touch to rest upon every aching part, body, mind, and soul. Where there is pain, may your peace descend. Where there is confusion, may your clarity shine brightly. Help us to trust not only in the healing of our bodies, but also in the restoration of our spirits, that we may emerge stronger, gentler, and more whole. Let us remember that your love is not conditional on our strength or our progress, but is freely given, abundant and unwavering. When doubts creep in or discouragement threatens to take root, remind us gently that you are near, closer than our own breath, holding us tenderly through every trial. Teach us to lean into your promises, to rest in the assurance that you are working all things together for good, even when we cannot yet see the full picture. As this moment stretches before us, I invite you, dear friend, to place your hand softly over your heart. Feel the rhythm of life beat steadily beneath your palms, a precious gift from the Creator. With this touch, affirm to yourself, I am cherished, I am worthy, I am held. Let this truth sink deeply into your being, nourishing your soul as surely as sunlight nourishes the earth. Jesus, inspire in us a spirit of gratitude that rises above circumstance. May we find reasons to give thanks even amid challenges, knowing that gratitude opens the door to your peace. Help us to cultivate patience as healing unfolds, understanding that restoration may come in gradual steps and quiet moments. May we be gentle with ourselves and with one another, embracing the journey with compassion and hope. Let your word be a lamp to our feet and a light to our path, guiding us through days when the way feels uncertain. May your Spirit whisper comfort in our ears and courage in our hearts, reminding us that we are never alone. In the weaving of our stories, may we recognize your hand, crafting beauty from brokenness, strength from weakness, as we continue to rest in your presence, Jesus. We open our lives to your transformative power. Let your peace guard our hearts and minds, the peace that surpasses all understanding. May it settle deeply, like a quiet river flowing through every part of us, cleansing, renewing, and sustaining. We offer this prayer not only for ourselves, but for all who carry burdens, those who are weary, those who feel unseen, those longing for healing in body or spirit. May your grace reach them in tender waves, wrapping them in hope and restoring their strength. May our shared prayers form a tapestry of faith that uplifts and encourages, a gentle chorus echoing your love across every distance in this sacred moment of prayer. As we continue to breathe in the stillness of your presence, we invite your light to shine ever brighter within us. May it illuminate the path ahead, guiding each step with unwavering love. And as we walk forward, may we carry this peace into the world, becoming beacons of your mercy and kindness. With hearts aligned in trust and gratitude, we remain here, enveloped in your gentle embrace, open to the blessings yet to come and ready to receive your healing touch anew. Together, let us continue to rest in his presence, allowing his peace to flow endlessly through our lives, like a soft river that never ceases, flowing gently through every valley and over every mountain within us. Jesus, as we linger in your light, we ask that you deepen this peace, making it a wellspring of hope that bubbles up even in the quietest moments. Let it be a balm to weary souls, a refuge for those who feel overwhelmed, and a gentle reminder that we are never alone in our struggles. May your loving presence permeate every corner of our hearts, the parts that are joyful and the parts that still ache with uncertainty. Help us to embrace both, knowing that you meet us fully wherever we are. Teach us to be patient with the rhythms of healing, honoring the process you have designed for each of us, trusting that your timing is perfect even when it feels slow or mysterious. Lord, empower us with a courage that whispers softly but carries us steadily through the days ahead. When doubts arise, may we remember the countless times you have been faithful before, and rest in the assurance that your promises endure forever. Let gratitude blossom in the soil of our hearts, watering seeds of hope that grow tall and strong, reaching toward your light. in moments when the weight of uncertainty presses heavily. Remind us to turn our gaze back to you, to the one who calms storms and breathes life into dry places. May our prayers rise as gentle songs, woven with trust and surrender, echoing across the heavens and into the depths of your heart. We also lift up those who walked this path alongside us, friends, family, and even strangers whose names we may not know but whose needs are just as real. Surround them with your tender care. Let your healing hand rest upon each life burdened by pain, anxiety, or loneliness. May they find solace in your nearness and strength in your everlasting arms. Jesus, as your light fills us, may it spill outward, touching every person we meet. Let us be vessels of your grace, conduits of your peace, and instruments of your love. Teach us to listen with compassionate hearts, to speak words that heal, and to act with kindness that reflects your character. We open ourselves now to your transformative power, trusting that you are at work even in the unseen places of our lives. Continue to shape us into reflections of your mercy and hope, molding our spirits with gentle hands. May our lives be living prayers, testaments to your faithfulness, and beacons to those still searching for your light. As we rest in this sacred presence, we hold on to the truth that healing is not only physical but also emotional and spiritual. Let your peace settle like a quiet rain, nourishing every part of our being, washing away fear and renewing our strength. Help us to walk forward with confidence, knowing that each step is held within your care. Thank you for the gift of this moment, for the stillness in which we can hear your voice and feel your love so clearly. May we carry this calm with us into the world, sharing it freely and receiving it gratefully. In this shared space of prayer and reflection, we find unity, a community bound by faith and hope, lifted by the gentle power of your Spirit. May your presence continue to surround us like a warm cloak, shielding us from despair and filling us with light. And as we journey onward, may we remain ever attentive to your whispers of peace, your nudges of grace, and your steadfast love that never fades. With hearts open wide, we continue to seek you, to trust you, and to rest in you. Let this sacred time be a wellspring, flowing endlessly, refreshing our souls and inspiring our steps. Together, we embrace the promise of new mercies each morning, the assurance of your abiding care, and the hope of healing yet to come. So now, as we remain here in this quiet communion, breathing in the fullness of your love and exhaling all that weighs us down, we invite your Spirit to guide us forward. Lead us gently, teach us tenderly, and hold us closely. As we walk this path with you, ever grateful, ever hopeful, ever held, and in this unfolding journey, with hearts intertwined and spirits lifted, we rest once more in His presence, open to whatever blessings and healing lie just beyond the horizon, with a deep and abiding trust that your love will carry us through every shadow and every dawn. Jesus, you are the gentle shepherd who leads us beside still waters and restores our souls. As we continue to breathe in your presence, may our hearts remain soft and receptive, ready to receive the quiet whispers of your Spirit. Let us hold onto this sacred space where time seems to slow and the noise of the world fades away, replaced by the tender rhythm of your heartbeat. In this stillness, may we sense your newness more profoundly than ever before, a comfort that does not waver, a peace that surpasses all understanding. Teach us to abide here longer, to rest deeply in your embrace, finding strength not in our own efforts but in your sustaining grace. Jesus, we ask that you soften the places within us hardened by fear, pain, or disappointment. Melt away the barriers that keep us from fully trusting in your goodness. Help us to surrender our doubts and insecurities, laying them gently at your feet, confident that you will exchange them for hope and renewal. Instill in us a faith that is steady, a faith that does not depend on visible signs but rests securely on your steadfast promises. May your healing presence flow like a river through every weary part of our being, through our bodies that ache, through our minds that wrestle with worry, and through our spirits that long for rest. Let this healing be gentle yet powerful, restoring balance and peace where there has been turmoil or brokenness. Remind us that healing often comes in quiet moments, in gentle progress, and in the patience that trusts your timing above all else. As we continue this journey together, we lift up to you all who are struggling, those whose pain feels too heavy to bear, those whose hope flickers dimly in the night. Surround them with your compassion and grace. Let your light break through the darkest places, offering comfort and courage to keep pressing forward. May our prayers rise like incense, weaving a tapestry of love that supports and uplifts every soul in need. Jesus, inspire us to be instruments of your peace in the world. May the healing and hope we receive here overflow into our daily lives, touching every person we meet. Teach us to be attentive to the needs around us, to listen with open hearts, and to act with kindness and generosity. In doing so, may we reflect your love more clearly, becoming beacons of light that point others toward you. We ask for the courage to walk this path of healing with honesty and vulnerability, knowing that your strength is made perfect in our weakness. Help us to embrace every part of our story, our struggles, our triumphs, our questions with grace and patience. May we find joy in the journey, recognizing your hand in every step, and trusting that you are shaping us into the people you created us to be. Let your word be a constant source of encouragement, a lamp to our feet when the way feels dark, and a wellspring of hope when our spirits grow faint. May we return often to its truths, letting your promises anchor us securely amidst life's storms. And may the fellowship we share in this sacred space remind us that we are never alone, that together we carry each other's burdens and celebrate each other's victories. As we dwell in this place of prayer and reflection, we open our hearts wider still, inviting your Spirit to move freely within us. Fill us with renewed faith, with a peace that steadies, and with a love that endures beyond all circumstances. May this time of quiet communion be a source of lasting strength, a refuge to return to whenever life feels overwhelming. Jesus, we thank you for walking this path with us, for carrying us when we cannot walk on our own, and for holding us close in every moment. We are grateful for the gift of your presence, a constant light that never dims. May we carry this light forward into each new day, sharing it generously with a world in need of your healing and hope. With hearts open and spirits willing, we continue to rest in your presence, trusting that your peace will sustain us, your love will heal us, and your grace will guide us ever onward. Together, we move forward in faith, wrapped in the gentle assurance of your embrace, ready to receive all the blessings and restoration you have prepared for us, flowing gently onward like a stream that never ceases, nourishing every part of our being with your unending love. Jesus, as we remain nestled in the warmth of your presence, soften the places within us that resist peace, those corners shadowed by worry or weariness. Help us to release the weight of burdens too heavy to carry alone, inviting your gentle hands to lift and bear them. One by one. In this sacred stillness, may your voice speak to the quiet chambers of our hearts, a whisper of hope, a balm for our fears, a steady assurance that you are near. Teach us to listen not only with our ears, but with the depths of our souls, that we might recognize your guidance even in the smallest stirrings of grace. When doubts cloud our vision or challenges press close, remind us tenderly that your love is a constant light, unwavering and true. Jesus, pour out your healing upon us now, not only healing of the body, but restoration of the spirit and renewal of the mind. Where there is pain, bring comfort. Where there is confusion, grant clarity. Where there is brokenness, breathe wholeness. Let your peace flow through us like a gentle river, soothing every ache and renewing every hope. May this healing be both profound and patient, unfolding in ways we might not yet understand but trust fully. As we open ourselves to receive your grace, we also lift up those whose hearts are heavy and whose paths feel uncertain. Surround them with your compassion, enfold them in your care, and fill them with the quiet strength that only you can give. May our prayers join as a chorus of faith, weaving together threads of love and encouragement that reach across distances and touch every soul in need. Lord, inspire us to be beacons of your mercy in the world around us. May the peace and healing we receive here overflow into acts of kindness, words of comfort, and lives lived with compassion. Teach us to see one another with your eyes, to recognize the sacredness in every story, and to respond with gentleness and grace. In this way, may we become instruments of your peace, reflecting the light of Christ in every encounter. We ask for the courage to walk this journey with open hearts, embracing the unknown with trust rather than fear. Help us to be patient with ourselves and others, knowing that healing is a process, sacred, unfolding, shaped by your perfect wisdom. Let us find joy in the small victories, comfort in the quiet moments, and hope in the promise of new mercies each day. May your word continue to be a lamp to our feet and a light to our path, guiding us through every shadow and illuminating the way forward. When the road feels long or the night seems dark, may we return to these truths and find strength anew. And may the fellowship we share in this prayerful space remind us that we are never alone, that together we are held in the tender embrace of your love. As we linger here, wrapped in the gentle quiet of your presence, we open ourselves fully to your Spirit's work. Fill us with renewed faith, steady peace, and enduring love. Let this time of prayer be a wellspring from which we draw strength in the days ahead, a refuge to which we return whenever life feels overwhelming. Jesus, thank you for walking beside us through every valley and every mountaintop. Thank you for carrying us when our steps falter and for holding us close when the world feels uncertain. We are grateful beyond words for the gift of your presence, steadfast light that never fades. May we carry this light into each new day, sharing it freely and receiving it gratefully, living as reflections of your mercy and hope. With hearts open wide and spirits lifted, we continue to rest in your presence, trusting that your peace will sustain us, your love will heal us, and your grace will guide us ever onward. Together, we move forward in faith, wrapped in the gentle assurance of your embrace, ready to receive all the blessings and restoration you have prepared for us. And as we journey on, may we remain ever attentive to the quiet call of your Spirit, moving forward in trust and hope, with a quiet confidence that your presence is the steady anchor in every storm. Jesus, as we breathe deeply in this sacred moment, we ask that your gentle Spirit continue to unfold within us, revealing layers of peace and healing we might not yet perceive. May your love seep into the very fabric of our being, knitting together what is broken and soothing what is restless. We surrender again the worries that cling tightly to our hearts, the uncertainties about health, the fears about the future, the moments when our strength feels depleted. In your presence, these concerns find rest. Teach us to lay them down softly, like petals on a still pond, trusting that you will transform them into something beautiful, something hopeful. Help us to remember that healing is not always immediate, but your grace is always sufficient. Jesus, walk alongside us as we navigate the complexities of life, bringing clarity where confusion lingers. When shadows of doubt stretch long, be the light that gently pushes them back. When weariness threatens to overwhelm, be the quiet strength that lifts us up. May we find in you the courage to face each day with renewed hope and the humility to accept help when we need it. We also hold close those who feel isolated, those whose pain is hidden beneath smiles, and those who carry burdens that feel too heavy to bear. Surround them with your compassionate presence. Let them sense, even in the silence, that they are deeply loved and never alone. May our prayers be a balm to their spirits, weaving a tapestry of comfort and connection that transcends distance. As your healing flows through us, may it overflow into our relationships and communities. Inspire us to be gentle listeners, kind encouragers, and faithful friends. Let our words be seasoned with grace, our actions motivated by love, and our hearts open to the needs around us. In doing so, may we become living expressions of your peace, shining your light into places that long for hope. Teach us, Jesus, to embrace the rhythms of healing with patience and grace. When progress seems slow or setbacks come, remind us that every step forward is a testament to your faithfulness. Help us to celebrate the small victories and to find joy in the journey itself, knowing that you are shaping us into vessels of your love and mercy. Let your word continue to be a lamp in the darkness, a source of wisdom and comfort. May we return often to its truths, finding strength in your promises and peace in your presence. And may the fellowship we share in this sacred space encourage us to persevere, knowing that we walk this path together, supported by a community bound by faith. As we remain here, enveloped in your tender embrace, we open ourselves fully to your transforming power. Fill us with renewed hope, steadfast peace, and a love that endures beyond all trials. May this time of prayer be a wellspring from which we draw strength, a refuge to return to whenever life feels overwhelming. Jesus, thank you for your unending presence, for walking with us through every shadow and every sunrise. Thank you for carrying us when our steps falter and for holding us close when the world feels uncertain. We are grateful beyond words for the gift of your love, a light that never dims. May we carry this light into each new day, sharing it freely and receiving it gratefully, living as reflections of your mercy and hope. With hearts open wide and spirits lifted, we continue to rest in your presence, trusting that your peace will sustain us, your love will heal us, and your grace will guide us ever onward. Together, we move forward in faith, wrapped in the gentle assurance of your embrace, ready to receive all the blessings and restoration you have prepared for us. And as we journey on, may we remain ever attentive to the quiet call of your Spirit, moving forward in trust and hope, carrying with us the gentle reminder that your love is the foundation upon which we stand. Jesus, as we continue to dwell in this sacred stillness, breathe into us a renewed sense of purpose and calm. Let your presence be the quiet anchor that holds us firm when life's waves rise high, the soft whisper that steadies our hearts when fear threatens to overwhelm. Help us to remember that healing unfolds in its own timer, sacred rhythm composed by your hand. When impatience stirs within us, soften our spirits with your grace, teaching us to wait with hope rather than despair. Remind us that every moment of rest, every breath of peace, is part of the restoration you are weaving through our lives. May we learn to celebrate these small mercies as signs of your unwavering care. Jesus, fill us with a tenderness for ourselves and others that reflects your compassion. May we be gentle with the parts of us still mending, patient with the chapters still unfolding, and kind to those walking alongside us on similar journeys. Let this community of prayer grow into a sanctuary where all feel safe to bring their hopes, fears, and dreams, knowing they are held in your loving embrace. As we lift our voices in silent or spoken prayer, may our hearts be united in a chorus of trust and surrender. Let us find courage to release what we cannot control, strength to face each new dawn with renewed faith, and peace that surpasses understanding. Teach us to lean not on our own understanding, but to rest fully in the assurance of your promises. We ask now for your healing touch to continue its work within us, mending what is broken, soothing what aches, and enlivening what grows weary. May your Spirit flow freely through every cell and fiber of our being, renewing mind, body, and soul. Where there is darkness, let your light shine brightly, illuminating the path ahead with clarity and hope. Surround those who are struggling today with your tender mercies. For the lonely, be their companion. For the anxious, be their peace. For the weary, be their strength. May they feel the warmth of your love wrapping around them like a comforting shawl, reassuring them that they are never forgotten or forsaken. Jesus, inspire us to be instruments of your grace in the world, to carry the peace we find here into every interaction, every word, every action. Let our lives be testimonies to your healing power, reflections of your boundless love. Teach us to be attentive to the needs around us, to offer kindness without hesitation, and to share hope generously as we continue to rest in your presence. Deepen our faith that you are working all things for our good, even when the way is unclear. Help us to trust your timing, your wisdom, and your unfailing love. May this trust become the soil from which patience, resilience, and joy grow abundantly. Let your word remain a lamp to our feet and a light to our path, guiding us through every shadow and uncertainty. May we return often to its truths, finding comfort and strength in your promises. And may the fellowship we share here remind us that we are part of a larger family, held together by faith, hope, and the love of Christ. In this quiet moment, as we continue to breathe in the fullness of your presence, we open our hearts wider still. Fill us with renewed peace that steadies our souls, with hope that uplifts our spirits, and with love that endures beyond all trials. Let this time of prayer be a wellspring from which we draw strength and courage in the days ahead. Jesus, thank you for your unwavering presence, for walking with us through every valley and every mountaintop. Thank you for carrying us when our steps falter, and for holding us close when the world feels uncertain. We are grateful beyond words for the gift of your love, a light that never fades. May we carry this light into each new day, sharing it freely and receiving it gratefully, living as reflections of your mercy and hope. With hearts open wide and spirits lifted, we continue to rest in your presence, trusting that your peace will sustain us, your love will heal us, and your grace will guide us ever onward. Together, we move forward in faith, wrapped in the gentle assurance of your embrace. ready to receive all the blessings and restoration you have prepared for us. And as we journey on, may we remain ever attentive to the quiet call of your Spirit, moving forward in trust and hope, with a deep and abiding confidence that your faithfulness is our firm foundation. Jesus, as we remain here in this sacred stillness, let your grace continue to flow like a gentle stream, washing over every fear, every doubt, every weariness that lingers within us. May your presence be a soothing balm that tenderly restores and renews. We lay before you now the burdens that weigh heaviest on our hearts, silent struggles known only to you in your mercy. Meet us there, in those quiet places where we feel vulnerable and uncertain. Wrap us in your loving arms, shielding us from despair and filling us with a calm that transcends all understanding. Teach us to rest fully in your care, knowing that you hold every detail of our lives with tender compassion. Jesus, as we continue to breathe in your peace, help us to embrace the sacred rhythm of healing you have woven into our days. May we find patience to wait without frustration, courage to move forward even when the path seems unclear, and joy to celebrate the small victories that mark our journey. Let your hope be a steady flame within us, a light that never flickers. Even in the darkest nights, we remember, too, those who stand beside us and those who walk alone, friends, family, neighbors, and strangers, each carrying their own burdens and hopes. May your healing touch reach them in powerful ways. Surround them with your love, provide for their needs, and grant them peace that stills the storms within. May our prayers rise together as a fragrant offering, connecting us in a tapestry of grace and compassion. Lord, empower us to be vessels of your kindness in a world thirsting for mercy. Fill our words with gentleness, our actions with generosity, and our hearts with the willingness to serve. Let us reflect your light so brightly that others are drawn into the warmth of your love. Teach us to listen deeply, to respond with empathy, and to walk humbly alongside those in need. May your word continue to be our compass, guiding each step with wisdom and truth. When doubts arise, may your promises steady us. When challenges come, may your presence sustain us. May this community of prayer be a source of encouragement and strength, a sacred place where all who seek you find rest and renewal. As we dwell in this holy presence, we open ourselves ever more fully to your transforming Spirit. Fill us with renewed faith that overcomes fear, with peace that calms every anxious thought, and with love that endures beyond all trials. Let this time of prayer be a wellspring from which we draw strength and hope for each new day. Jesus, we thank you for your unwavering presence, for walking beside us through every valley and every mountaintop. Thank you for carrying us when our steps falter, and for holding us close when the world feels uncertain. Your love is a light that never fades, a refuge that never fails. May we carry this light into each new day, sharing it freely and receiving it gratefully, living as reflections of your mercy and hope. With open hearts and lifted spirits, we remain here, resting in your presence, trusting that your peace will sustain us, your love will heal us, and your grace will guide us ever onward. Together, we move forward in faith, wrapped in the gentle assurance of your embrace, ready to receive all the blessings and restoration you have prepared for us. And as we journey forward, may we remain ever attentive to the quiet call of your Spirit, moving steadily in trust, hope, and abundant love. In your holy name, we pray. Amen.